Hey Aquarius, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is our daily reading for July 16th. Let's see what's going on with Aqua. The heart of our reading today, we have the Devil in reverse. So, beating your inner demons into submission is what it feels like. If there's negative self-talk or intrusive thoughts involved, with the Page of Swords in reverse, you're learning how to filter it out or process it or transmute that energy. The challenge being the Ten of Pentacles. Either building toward the life that you want, or this could be a toxic perspective about money and wealth and receiving wealth, feeling worthy of being wealthy. Your focus is on the Knight of Swords. You feel certain, a clear sense of direction, which gives you purpose and confidence to move swiftly toward your objective. You feel like you're communicating your objectives well, and you understand the factors at play. You're playing by the rules with the Hierophant and the Upright at the bottom of the deck. In the recent past, we have the Page of Cups in reverse, wounded inner child, needing to be addressed. Yeah, this Devil in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse here at the bottom as the page came out. You used to be really locked into a certain mindset because of early childhood experiences. This could be up to and including like your early adulthood, but it's up to like early 20s at the oldest, because it feels very like, and no offense to my younger viewers, it feels a bit like inexperienced or naive. This sort of what's an example of how I'm picking up on this? Maybe mom and dad used to gossip about people and their lavish spending. Did you see so-and-so with that gaudy jewelry? I heard she spent $4,000 on that ring. Can you believe it? That money could have been better spent to help the needy. If there's something like that with attitudes toward money that's woven into your consciousness without even you being fully aware of it, and feeling this sense of either being wealthy is tied up with people talking badly about you and being disliked by others in secret, or maybe you tried to express a dream in your youth of, you know what, Mom, I want to be a famous singer. And your mom said, let's adjust our expectations. You're not that great at singing, and you probably wouldn't be successful anyway. You should focus on getting a job at the local grocery store, checking out, and work your way up slowly. That's how you do life. This sort of resetting of expectations from, I believe that wealth is possible for me through a certain avenue that you were dreaming about, and then a parent figure would come in and like, what's the word? Squash that dream with like their sour attitudes and lack mentality, and imprinting you with this like, it's shameful for me to even think that well of myself, that I could be a successful singer. My talent isn't worth anything, and I just have to accept a lower role in life. I don't mean to characterize a grocery checkout clerk as a lower role, but lower earning potential than what you were aspiring to in your naive youth. So take those couple of examples and try to think back to what it was about money or wealth for you that is this thing that you're currently like overcoming. That devil in reverse attitudes or ideas that were imprinted upon you about money. And if it's not money, she says, because the Lover's card just fell out, the Ten of Pentacles is also about the life that you want, the lifestyle that you want. Like, I want the 3-bedroom house, 2-car garage in the suburbs with a white picket fence and 2.5 kids and a dog. And that's the trappings of life, or the material life, tangible things in life that I want in order to feel like I'm living the life the way that I want to. That could also be this Ten of Pentacles thing that's imprinted upon you from youth, and now you're overcoming something. Okay, so there's something about relationships, whether it's a specific relationship that's gone bad, or just a shift in your attitudes toward the concept of relationships, that's going to kind of be the point of why you are going through all this. With the Lovers in reverse in your crowning position, that tells me that from your higher self perspective, either getting out of a relationship is going to be the silver lining to what you're going through right now, or no longer looking to make connections in similar fashion to what you've done leading up to this point in your life. You're ending a cycle, or no longer repeating a pattern because of a negative relationship experience. That devil in reverse could be the imprint upon you, or the effect that a toxic relationship had on you, that's lingering and sort of affecting the way that you move forward now. So let's say I thought that I could date someone with an addiction, and I did that for a few times in a row, dating different people who had different addictive tendencies, and it grew more and more problematic with each relationship until it finally really stared me in the face as something that was intolerable and unhealthy. So I had to address why I get into those sort of relationships, why I tolerate it, am I trying to fix them, etc. And it's healing that sort of an inner child wound. And this Lovers in reverse feels less like a specific relationship. Yes, I think it's prompted because it all came to a head when you had this very strongly negative example of the pattern that you've been playing out. But it more strongly speaks to the pattern itself. a recognition of the unhealthiness and a commitment, a certainty, a clarity of what you want now. Star at the bottom of the deck. Maybe you don't want a relationship at all. Lovers in reverse could be that. You're decentering the concept of relationships in your life. Or maybe you want to do relationships differently than the societal norm. Some of you may be shifting toward, if you've always dated someone of the opposite sex, perhaps you are going to begin dating someone of the same sex. If you've always been in monogamous relationships, perhaps you're going to shift toward polyamory or multiamory. That's not going to be the case for everyone, because I know that's like not mainstream. But for those of you who resonate with that, I want to give that a voice for you. Show me the near future. Launching into something new, full of faith, full of optimism. The Fool energy paired with the attitude of the Knight of Swords doesn't scare me at all. I mean, the Fool is always sort of optimistic and beautiful in the sense of like willing to dive into the unknown, trusting that the universe is going to have your back. But sometimes we take that leap of faith and we fall. And the whole point is to have the stumble and learn and grow and develop. But in this instance, I don't think there's a stumble coming, because the Knight of Swords knows what he's getting into. And like I keep saying, has a real sense of clarity and vision and awareness about what lies ahead. So it's more like what's that term? It's a risk, but it's like an educated risk, a mitigated risk. I don't know. Show me what is going to affect the situation that Aquarius won't see coming. But you will, because I'm telling you. The Ace of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Perhaps a change in career or a break from work, either because of love or that you will love. Like this could be the Ace of Cups, or it could be as a result of receiving some sort of love offer. With the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Cups. Not sure if I mentioned that. I know people like that. You call it out when I forget to say the names of the cards. Your hopes and fears, we have the King of Wands. Oh, look at my little doggy here. You're so photogenic, baby. It's my little Betty Boop. Hey, sweetie pie. You're cutie, cutie. You're such a cutie, cutie. She wants me to go sit with her. She's like, are you done yet? My little co-host. King of Wands as your hopes and fears tells me that either you are really hoping that you will rise to meet a certain challenge that you would normally feel weak in the face of. You're hoping that you'll have it in you to be the powerful authority figure. Maybe to stand up for yourself, to not cower in the face of someone who is has a larger than life presence. Someone who's bigger and stronger and taller and faster than you. You're like, I hope that I don't yeah, cower in the presence is what it feels like. I don't know where that is coming from. Like how it relates to the story. It's also possible that you're hoping to connect with this sort of an energy in someone else. You want to meet someone who is passionate and attractive, charming, but you're afraid of your attraction to this type of person because it's usually a mask worn by a narcissist. That could be the story here. There's secrets that they're keeping with the Seven of Swords. Yeah, it's not always actually the case with the King of Wands. That would be, right, this sort of expression, the shadow expression of the King of Wands. But I can see this story being that devil in reverse. Like I've connected with a series of narcissistic personalities, and it got worse and worse and worse until I finally had to learn what narcissism really is. But what happens next time, this is the hope and fear. What happens next time I start to get attracted to someone who is this powerful, charismatic, attractive, exciting, adventurous, fun-loving, tall, dark, and handsome sort of personality? Perhaps your life experience and the pattern of relationships that you've been through would be screaming to you, they're keeping a secret. This is the type of person that's keeping a secret from me, and they're going to end up being a closet narcissist. Again, that's not a prediction in this reading. That is a mirror being held up so that we can see our hopes and fears that we're projecting onto our environment. That may cause us to not see things clearly, or to impact the situation by manifesting what we're afraid of. The end result, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So for those of you who are currently in any sort of a collaborative situation, you may pull out of that. With this surprise energy, with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Cups, change of work situation. I could see this being like no longer participating in a project at work, dropping off the team to join a different team, or exiting the situation entirely. If that's the case, it would more likely than not be because you feel like your contributions are not appreciated, are of a higher quality than what other people are contributing. So you feel a bit like taken advantage of. If this is in a relationship context, you could be pushing away the energy of multiple people being involved in whatever way that makes sense to you, whether it's someone who wants an open relationship and you are saying, that's not for me, this multiple people, it's not practical. That would be with the Pentacles, it would be like, I wouldn't be clear what's going on with our money, where it's being spent. Are you spending our joint account to date other people? How would I feel about that? Not good. Or just like the practical, like scheduling side of things being too complicated. And if it's not that with multiple people for you, it could also be in monogamy. This would apply as I don't want to get into a situation where maybe they have like a baby mama or an ex who is still like co-parenting with them and is very present in their life. So it's like this third party, even if it's not a suspicion of cheating, in a practical sense, it would be like she's still the mother figure in his household. And so that sort of excludes you from being a fully fledged partner because that space is somewhat occupied already in his life. The Knight of Wands in reverse here does insinuate some sort of propensity toward seeking pleasure at the expense of others, not caring about the ramifications of your actions. And I don't get that necessarily from Aquarius. It's more like that's what you would be, the energy you would be pushing away. Unless the Lover's in reverse is you saying, you know what, I just want to be super independent so that I can do as my impulses inspire me moment to moment. I want to live in the moment. Your advice being the Sun in reverse either says you're way too open right now, like you're reveling in the potential and the possibility, and it's time to lock in and decide on a direction. Or it could be saying that you're feeling too pessimistic and that doesn't match your environment. That from your higher self perspective, there's actually a lot of opportunity being illuminated for you right now, and they're wondering why you don't really feel better about things, feel more joyful and excited and launching toward your future with exuberance and a zest for life, a sense of independence and ready to charge forward. I think it's, if that's the case, it's like this Spirit's wanting you to see that the sun is shining and that you're not, like you're hiding in the shade and not letting the sun bless you with its abundance, to try and wrap it up. Aquarius, I hope that helped. Have a good day, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Bye.